All right, let's get right to it. So, what's going on? Um, I wanted to mention something. Um, Over the last few days, I heard a number of people tell me um, there's something fake about current events taking place in the country that starts with the letter A and ends with the letter N. And people were talking about something specific relating to an inflatable plane. And I honestly thought like you guys were freaking off your rocker, that you just went way over the edge with the conspiracy stuff, even by my standards. So I was really skeptical, but I never really took a careful look at the imagery or the video of the 1109 plane until today. So that 1109 on its own should be concerning and symbolic, because it's mirroring 2001, and I think that's what the intention was here. The intention was set for it to be a reflection, for that reflection to be imprinted into our minds, because it's all coming back full circle. We're hearing about things that we haven't paid much attention to since the aftermath of that event, and now that mirror is reflecting back onto us. And by no means do I think that something isn't happening there. It is for a fact. I follow a subreddit that closely monitors situations like this, and there's something very real and serious taking place over there. But I saw this frickin' plane for myself, okay? And without even looking at any other images beforehand of any other person's perspective, the first thing that stood out to me immediately was the windows. There's something really off about the windows themselves. So I'm looking at them like, shouldn't you like be noticing bolts surrounding the window, and it sort of protrudes outwards? I mean, this is a really close up shot of a plane. Um and not it's not only the windows though. The background noise. For those of you who know anything about editing or how audio works, I mean, I know a little bit, and to me, it sounds like the audio was added in instead of it actually coming from the plane. It sounds like it's coming from an external source. So, what the hell? I do think the real planes evacuating people out of there, but they presented to us for whatever reason this fake inflatable one, probably to mock us, which is something that they've been doing since time immemorial, and it's nothing new. And I'm sure in all of these sort of major incidents and events, you have these sort of little carrots of total fakery they throw in just to see if you would notice it or not. It's a sort of mind game, I think, and they're really good at what they do. And thank you to the people who pointed this out to me, because I honestly wouldn't have given it a second thought or looked into it any deeper. But without a doubt, there's something seriously wrong with that video of the 1109 plane leaving. It's just, there's something so wrong here. Having said that, uh, Definitely an interesting day tomorrow, noteworthy, very much so. And I'm not implying anything, I'm not setting a date. What I'm saying is that we have a full moon, blue moon, and on top of that, we have a hurricane heading to the northeast. On top of that, tomorrow marks 4 years since the August 21st American eclipse. I think tomorrow is at the very minimum symbolically relevant in the spirit realm. Perhaps it will be relevant in the physical. Um, I don't think it's any accident that this hurricane is coming towards the northeast specifically on this day. I had an interesting synchronicity. I've been hearing over the last few days, no matter what I watch, references to Albert Einstein. I must have heard about him like 20 times over the last few days, and things that are not even related to him. And on top of that, I was watching a video with Matt, Quantum Conscience, where he was talking about a picture of Einstein with his tongue sticking out. And so I go for a walk with my niece and my son in a pond. And my son is like making fun of Albert Einstein by sticking out his tongue and talking about Einstein. And I'm like, I just heard about that the other day. Why is Einstein being shoved in my face multiple times a day? Does it have something to do with physics? You have the F equals minus F in iPad Go 2, which I think isn't physics at all. I think they're portraying the mirror reflection, just as they did with the scene of the towers on the right and the tsunami on the left. They're displaying before us a mirrored reflection, two events combining into one. Keep in mind 2001, 2021, 21. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm about 90% convinced that plane is pretty fake that we see. I really am. And I'm having a lot of issues with my phone, so I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there before I can do really all that many uploads. So I'm gonna reserve that for relevant things and dreams for the time being. Really a lot of glitches and problems with the phone. I will either need to get a new camera for my videos separate from the phone and download it that way, or I'll have to get a new phone. But it's really not working right, so just keep that in mind. Take care.